Before we get started on tonight's episode of the Not For Everyone podcast, I'd like to call to attention listener Jeffery Garcia.
Jeffery Garcia.
Who's been one of the only folks out there that listens to us in general and the only ones that goes, hey, where's the new episode? And I was like, oh yeah, that thing.
And so then we made the mistake of saying, well, what do you want us to record an episode on, Jeffrey? And he told us to record an episode on 1997 Spawn.
Which is a film I've never seen before until several hours ago.
And I remember when I started watching it, I remember watching this and I fucking hated it. And you know what? That feeling still prevails.
So I'm not sure if that was the best choice to get us back on track and recording more episodes more regularly.
But hey, here we are.
But here we are. It's all for Jeffery Garcia.
It's all for you, Jeff.
A man I've met twice.
I met him more than that. I met him a lot. He's a good guy. You should meet him, Austin. You love him.
So I guess this is our version of this year's audience recommendation.
Yeah. This is the first quarter episode of the Not For Everyone podcast. We had 3 more coming at you this year. 3 more episodes. All right. So,
guys, leave us our Q1 review on iTunes.
Start off with a bang with 1997 Spawn. Starring Martin Sheen, who they paid in blow.
Yeah, I guess maybe. He doesn't need to be paid in blow. He gets his own.
You think that is like a credible theory as to how they got him?
How the fuck did they get Martin Sheen in this movie?
Why did they get him is what I wanted.
I mean, listen, Martin Sheen kind of killed it in the film. I'm not going to lie. Like, he wasn't bad.
Did he? Did he?
They could have been anybody.
Guys, I'm gonna just, before we jump into the talking about this, I'm just gonna say right now, before we get there, I know that at least Austin's gonna be stretching for some sort of redeeming qualities.
Yes,
we love that.
And I'm gonna be
Austin.
shutting that shit down immediately.
That's fair.
I'm going to be shutting it down. Just want to set that expectation right.
That's fair.
It's usually my job.
I'm Mr. Benefit of the Doubt guy.
Yeah. It's going to be a very hard episode of the Not For Everyone.
It's going to be a hard R episode.
It's harder than those 3 muscle-bound Diglett.
Yes.
So thanks, Jeffery Garcia. You've officially killed my dreams as a broadcast movie journalist.
Thrill me. You know, there's gorillas in these woods.
Mortis? What's that?
It's all in the reflexes.
Chicken's good. I like chicken.
I'd buy that for $1.
Die in the wind.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
I drink your milkshake.
Carpet Day!
You make me want to be a better man.
I'm running this monkey farm now, Frankenstein, and I want to know what the fuck you're doing with my time!
See you at the party, Richter!
You're listening to the Q1 2026 episode of the Not For Everyone podcast. This week, we've got 90s comic book aficionado and local artist and writer.
Yeah.
Simple Austin's here.
Simple Austin. We got him. We got him in.
Simple Austin's here to promote his new piece of literature.
Oh, that's not where I thought that sentence was going. Yes.
He's got a good sense of humor. You guys know that. So it's probably going to shine through on the pages of this new graphic novel known as
Condition.
Yeah, that's a real knee slapper, that one.
Yeah.
You laugh and you laugh and you laugh.
Now, Austin, I want to use this time to help you promote your new independent art.
Please.
But I do got to ask, in doing so, like, independent art is a very important thing to do. What made, like, there's a lot of steps to it, right? There's a lot of shit to do. Like, what made you, like, sit down and be like, all right, fucking, like, I got all these ideas, but I don't want to go, like, prep to do them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the main thing is that I'm, like, kind of dissatisfied with the mainstream movie studio system specifically.
Yeah.
And I basically was like, well, I'm not going to have $20 million to make a movie, but the closest thing I can do is draw my version of a movie that I would want to watch.
Yeah, in a comic book form.
In comic book form. So my ethos here was like, let me make the movie I would make if I had the budget to make it. And
this is a movie?
I mean, it's a 262-page graphic novel with a complete beginning, middle, end. So it's an entire reading experience. And
it's not a serial. You don't have to wait for next.
It's not a serial. The ending's the ending. And I wanted it to be a basically like, you know, in my wildest imagination, it lands up on the desk of Dave Cronenberg and he's like, this is genius. And then makes it into a film, which would be amazing. But yeah, I wanted it to be the movie I would want to make if I could make it.
So you mentioned Dave Cronenberg there. Is that to say that this is inspired by David Cronenberg?
I would say so. I would say the primary inspirations were like Altered States.
It's not Cronenberg.
Dave Cronenberg.
I'd say, William Friedkin?
No.
Ken Russell.
Ken Russell.
That's the one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's a Ken Russell.
Dave Cronenberg was a huge influence. That sort of like clinical, cerebral, horror, psychological, body horror kind of component to it. So,
it's got the Cronenberg vibes. I read this.
Yeah.
I love it.
Adam gave it a read in its primal state when it was just all sketches.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was enjoyable.
My wife read it. She enjoyed it. I haven't read it because I don't know how to read.
Yes.
So it's got lots of pictures, though.
It does.
Yeah, it's a comic, but look, see, there's more pictures than words, Bobby. You could actually do this.
I'm trying to take a self-deprecating segue.
I think you could power through it.
I'm going to power through that.
Yeah, you should.
It's literally on my nightstand. I've skimmed it.
Nice.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I read it in a hotel room a couple years ago with Austin watching me the whole time.
I was just
while I read it. I'm like, can you put on a TV show to listen? You're like, no. I'm like, okay, I haven't seen it.
I'm just sitting in my cuck chair watching Adam read it.
It's great. I've never gotten to read a comic book with like the writer of the comic book sitting there watching, like pressuring me to read
at
it.
gunpoint.
Yeah. It felt like it. But it was good. I don't know if it still would have been good if you weren't there threatening me to read it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do like that approach, though. And, that's always been my philosophy, too, right? It's like, not to make it about me, because this is about you right now, Austin. But when I was in a band, I said, why don't we write songs? Like, I would just want to write songs that I would want to listen to.
Exactly.
That's why we wrote a song called Freebase My Love.
Ooh.
And I hate that song. But
play a clip of it now.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't even know. I don't even have it. It's somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I like that. That's important because, like, okay, this podcast, we sit around and bitch about movies. We're about to fucking go on a
real
epic tear of that in a few minutes here about Spawn. But, there's only so much like value you can add by bitching about shit.
Yeah, we're just like the critics.
You got to sit down.
Shit,
my point is, like, I respect it when people are like, you know what? Even Jeffrey Garcia, as mad as I am right now, like, he goes and does it.
He's
like, I'm just going to go make the thing I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
What would I want to watch? Instead of sitting around bitching about Spawn from 97.
Starring Michael J. White.
I mean,
He deserved better. He deserved better than that. You didn't get to see Michael J. White's face.
Now, Austin, you have a screenplay and a pitch happening. Are you allowed to talk about that?
For Conditions? Not really. I mean, that was kind of a joke about Dave Cronenberg thing, but I did write it as a screenplay.
Let's just mail this to Canada. It'll definitely
just mail it just on the envelope.
Canada. No, just put a big maple leaf on the envelope.
Yeah. They'll know.
It'll either end up with Dave Cronenberg or Geddy Lee.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Either way, it's a win.
Yeah, and they know each other, obviously.
They 100% do.
Yeah. They're from Canada. Come on.
But yeah, when I was conceiving of it, I wrote it as a screenplay and I kept it to the approximate length of a film because it's like a very off chance, but I would want, like, if there was interest, I would be like, here's the screenplay. And
it is.
Let's do this real quick for the folks at home. Let's practice your pitch. What is this about?
What is it
Why
about?
should we read it? Why should we make a movie about it?
Ooh, I got an idea. So there is a description of the book on the back of the book, as any book is. Adam in his voice can read it.
The most dangerous place on earth is your mind. Dr. Jordan Marsh is a research scientist at a large pharmaceutical company. While testing an experimental medication, she begins to see results that defy all known explanation. What starts as a simple drug test becomes a fight for survival as she unravels the truth behind her company, the human condition, and reality itself. Conditions is a psychological thriller that explores corporate politics, the psychedelic experience, madness, and the consequences of shifting your reality to the brink.
Who do we hire to do the score and or soundtrack for this? How do we put that in?
Tangerine Dream.
Tangerine Dream, bro.
Tangerine Dream. All
Tangerine Dream.
No, I actually did have like a mental playlist. Of all the songs that I would want in it if it were a movie. But really, it was more like, as I'm conceiving of the scenes, I would have certain songs. So the song "Being Boiled" by the Human League, because apparently the Human League, before they sold out, decided that they would not write songs about love.
Did they sell out?
Eventually they did, yeah.
Okay.
But they basically, their whole thing
they're
is
only
like
saying Wang Chung.
They're only human, you know? They're only human.
No,
they sold out with "To Live and Die in L.A." With
To
Wang
live
Chung.
and die in L.A.
I love Wang Chung.
I do too.
But then some of the Chemical Brothers were in there.
Sure.
I want the entire like climax, which I won't spoil, obviously.
Moby? You got some Moby?
No Moby.
No.
The climax would be "Babies on Fire," just the guitar solo.
Brian Eno.
Babies on Fire.
Let me pitch you on something. So
go for it.
let's just combine here, right? So I think you should just use the Spawn soundtrack.
Sure.
Because it has a song called "Trip Like I Do." It has "Long Hard Road Back from Hell." These are all songs that could be going into
themes.
conditions. Yeah. So you should just take the whole soundtrack from the movie Spawn from 1997 and use it.
No one would notice.
Nobody would notice.
Nobody's seen this movie since 1997.
Right. And when you watch it, oh, God.
Anyway, I like it. We're just fucking letting the aggro of the main event infiltrate the first part of
the
show.
Gravity of it just brings us back to it.
Fucking rotating around.
I fucking hate this show.
But if I can make a plea, just to bear myself,
bear it. Take it off. Hands first.
Being a local indie artist, it's hard. It's hard. So if you have it in your heart, please purchase a copy. It would be really awesome.
Buy it. It's fucking good.
It's reasonably priced at $25.
That's not bad.
And I can give you all a link to put in the show notes and whatnot. But
how do they find it?
I'll send a link and you can just click on it and it will order it like ordering through Amazon.
Do me a favor while you're listening to the show. Stop driving. Get off the treadmill.
Stop.
Our audience is and then just look at those show notes and then go buy. And I'll tell you this right now to the regular listeners, the loyals, I shut down the Patreon for the time being. So we're not taking any money from you right now. So go give that money to Austin.
Please.
Give it to Austin.
Look in the show notes.
Look in the shows. It's a good one. It's a good book. I'm excited to read it again. Now that I finally have a copy.
Yep.
Special edition. Can I get you signed this?
I have a fun story about signing the book.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm at the poker table, and this guy, we kind of pick up some chit chat. I mentioned I'm doing a graphic novel. He's like, "Oh, I'd love to buy one." I'm like, "Well, I have one in my car," and he's like, "Cool." So I go and I get it, and
he's like, "Shit,
yeah,
yeah."
Well, no, he was like pretty eager.
I am available on Tuesday, actually.
So he gets the book and he's like, "Well, you got to sign it, man." And I'm like, "Cool." And he's like, "Hey, I got a Sharpie." So he pulls out like one of those thin tip Sharpies. And I'm like trying to sign the book and it doesn't work. So he takes it and he starts scratching it on his skin back and forth really aggressively to the point where now it is starting to draw blood. And then I'm like, "Whoa, dude, like we're good. Like here, I can just go get another pen or whatever." And he's like, "Nah, man, I bled for you." And so, like, he made me sign it
with his blood
on it.
Wow.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a very bizarre experience.
So if you order your copy now,
I will sign it in blood.
Will sign it in your blood.
Yeah, in your blood.
Not just
mail me a vial of your blood.
Your house, scrape you with a fine point Sharpie.
Yeah, but if you're into NFE type films, I think you will enjoy this. It is meant inspired by all the movies we talk about,
other than Spawn.
Now, how did you draw anything from Spawn into this story?
By doing the exact opposite.
Right.
I mean, look,
this is the greatest book ever written.
It is a comic book, okay? Spawn was also a comic book.
There we go.
Oh, never
There's
mind.
a correlation.
There's a
Spawn
connection
is the reason I don't read comic books now, I guess.
I mean, Spawn the comic was all right. All right, enough of that.
Let's go to movie recap.
Movie recap. Since you're the guest, Austin, we're going to start with you.
Oh. Well, I wanted to talk about a recent film. I actually just saw this last night. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that. My kid wants to see that. How was it? Was it good? It's got Sam Rockwell.
I'm glad you didn't say Good Luck, Chuck. I'm going to be honest with you.
What is Good Luck, Chuck?
It's an Adam Sandler, Kevin James.
Jesus.
No. It's one of those stupid
movies.
I watched The Life of Chuck.
I'm thinking of Chuck and Larry.
Oh, God.
No, Good Luck, Chuck is, I want to say Ryan Reynolds or someone like that.
Just go on with your story, Austin.
Well, it was very good. I enjoyed it. It is a
Gore Verbinski
madcap techno adventure about the perils of technology as they encroach on our lives. So we're all looking at our phones, how AI is sucking the soul out of everything.
That's true.
And I will say it is held aloft by Sam Rockwell's just fucking boner-inducing charisma.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like Sam Rockwell. I don't know if I go boner-inducing, but we got our own proclivities.
Well, I just think Sam Rockwell is
you sound like that guy that directed Funhouse.
Okay. Oh, it's Clown House, first of all.
I'm sorry,
His name's Victor Salva. And he's a pederast.
Sam Rockwell is an of-age man. He's a full-grown man.
Sam Rockwell in Clown House?
Yes.
That's the joke.
That's the story.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm going to leave it alone.
Spawn was directed by Victor Salva, right?
Weird.
I do not think so. But yeah, it was good. I think I had some gripes with it, but overall, it was definitely worth checking out. I think go see it in the theater if you can. It's one of those visual feasts.
Oh, it's a feast for the eyes.
It's a feast for the eyes.
For the senses, for all the senses. Yeah, I've been wanting to see that. My kid wants to see it. If it's still showing, I might take him to see it. I like Gore Verbinski. He did that. He did that Pirates of the Caribbean.
He did Jeepers Creepers.
No, it's Victor Salva. He did Powder.
No, that's Victor Salva.
God damn it. He did Romeo and Juliet, right?
No.
Oh, wait. Moulin Rouge.
That's Romeo and Juliet.
That's oh God, whatever that guy's name is. That is a totally different person.
This just
Robert Bensky did The Ring, did Pirates of the Caribbean, did The Mexican.
This podcast is just starting to sound like a mahjong.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess bad.
Wait, who was in that one?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was in the other one.
I think he directed the Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman. I love Hugh Jackman.
You can't trust any of the facts that we present on the Not For Everyone podcast.
My husband Bill loves the movie Radio with Cuba Gooding Jr.
So yeah, would you recommend it? It's worth a watch.
I'd say it's worth a watch. I think I told you a little while back about that show Miss Davis, about the AI and the killer nun.
Oh yeah.
It felt like that whole conceit compacted into 2 hours. Miss Davis, definitely highly recommended. It was an amazing show, super cool, very funny, campy. This is just that crushed into 2 hours, very madcap. A lot of like commentary on technology and how it impacts us socially, but with a dose of comedy.
We need more of that in sci-fi and film.
Yeah. Kind of.
I mean, we kind of do.
Cronenberg's been doing it forever.
It's everywhere now.
Videodrome. Yeah. Like, come on, boys.
That was 40 years ago.
Existence. That was 30 years ago. Anywho. Spawn. Okay, is it my turn? So I've been on you're going to love this, Austin. I've been on a real big Stephen King kick.
Oh, Jesus.
I've been reading the books, listening to them on audiobooks, actually. I've been watching the movies. I've watched a ridiculous amount of Stephen King properties. They're not all good. Nope. They're mostly better than Spawn. All of them.
All of them are better than Spawn.
Every last fucking one of them. But one I watched that's recent that I want to talk about.
I wish Mick Garris directed Spawn.
Right? It probably would have been better.
And made it for television.
It would have been fucking better. No, I watched The Long Walk starring Mark Hamill.
Oh,
Luke Skywalker.
We love Mark Hamill.
So apparently this was Stephen King's first novel that he ever wrote.
He's still alive.
And he didn't release it for years, and released it under his Richard Bachman name when he did decide to release it as a novel.
You really hit the on that.
Bachman, like Bachman Turner Overdrive. So it's about a dystopian American future. Doesn't sound too far off. And every year there's a competition where like 50 boys, 100 boys, they just walk.
I'm listening.
Yeah, they're all walking. They're walking across the country, right? And they can't take breaks. They don't get to sleep, right? If they drop below 3 or 4 miles an hour in their walking,
I think it was called The Boys That Couldn't Slow Down.
Nice.
They can't. They get warnings, right? And after the third or fourth warning, they get their ticket, which is blamity blam. They shoot them in the fucking head.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it's just
3 miles I don't think I could walk 3 miles. I can barely walk 3 miles an hour.
I don't think I could walk 3 miles.
Yeah.
You got to walk 3 miles an hour at least, and just there's no breaks. You keep fucking walking.
I'd be done in under an hour.
Oh, yeah. You'd be done. You'd be done, big boy. Like, that'd be it. I can walk.
I would start walking. They'd be like, you got to go faster. I'm like, I can't go faster.
That's your warning.
Blam.
Number 7, number 1. That's your warning.
I mean, 3 miles an hour is like when like you were in... in gym class, you had to run the mile. The fat kids, when they would move their arms really fast and then just walk at a swift pace, that's like 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, no. But there's like guys like following you around, watching you to make sure they have guns and they're just making sure you're doing this.
I'm just saying you got to set your speed to middle school fat boy.
Yeah, well, you remember they'd have the middle school thing where you all walk around the track and like there'd be a competition, or not a competition, but you walk around the track and you get points and then you get to Cashman for pizza or whatever.
No.
You don't? No, okay. Well, I'm not
a fat guy yelling at us on a golf cart.
Right? On a golf cart.
Yeah.
Well, I just remember the fat kids were always like surprisingly fast.
Because of the pizza.
It's for the pizza.
Yeah, I guess that's right. That's true.
Well, we got big strides and we like pizza.
Yeah.
There's that.
You don't know how incentives work.
But no, I mean, so while they're walking, like if they got to shit while walking.
Is that in the film?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you got to piss, you got to like walk backwards.
I've always noticed that when you're doing physical activity, your body has a way of shutting down the urge to shit.
Yeah, but if you're like going for like 3 days straight, you're going to have to shit at some point.
Is there a montage?
There's not a shit montage.
There's not a shit montage.
There's not. It's like ass pooping, pooping, ass pooping. No, that doesn't happen. There's a couple times where people shit.
That one
Jay Giles band kicks out.
No, yeah, I was going to say fucking Jefferson Starship.
But I mean, it's a dirty little story. It's just like there's a few guys. Like there's not like a lot of craziness going on.
Yeah,
it's just these people walking.
It's a dirty little story.
It's a dirty it's not like it's bleak. It's bleak.
Well, I hate to be that guy. I read the book.
Yeah,
I never saw the movie. Everyone I know that read the book but saw the movie told me not to watch the movie, so I haven't.
That happened to me too.
But you haven't read the book.
I haven't.
Well, then watch the movie.
He just doesn't like Stephen King.
He doesn't like Stephen King.
Ah, Jesus.
Guy. Well, I'm in the middle of the book right now on the audiobook after watching the movie, so I'll let you know how it holds up.
That would be weird. You finish the audiobook, you're like, wow, I fucking hate that movie now.
I know, right? No, I like the movie. The movie's good.
It could happen.
It could happen. It could happen. What did you watch, Bobby?
I went down the decades, 2010s, 90s, and then 80s of films that I missed. Right?
Sure.
Just shit I missed.
Do you watch The Crow?
No, I've seen that at least twice.
You say that now, yeah.
So I'm going to start with the 2010s. Threw it on randomly. I always heard it was a great book. Never read the book. And book, famously very endorsed by Stephen King. It's called A Segue. Little 2008 film called The Ruins. The Ruins.
Oh, yeah.
The Ruins. This is where they're on the ruins and like the ivy plants are killing them.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I liked it.
It wasn't as bad.
I like when they shoot the little kid.
Yeah, it was less. Well, fucking spoilers.
Sorry.
From The Ruins. It came out almost 20 years.
It's 20 years old.
You should see it right now.
Yeah, I wasn't in love with it. I think it has a great premise, and I feel like all the scares were just that early 2000s, just intense thing. It wasn't actually like creepy. It was just like, oh, we're going to cut some guy's leg off and it's going to be gross.
He's going to fall into the ruins.
Like, hey, we're going to shoot a little kid with an arrow.
Does it fall into the torture porn category?
It flirts with that, and that's kind of what I was getting. It was it almost flirts with the Cannibal Holocaust stuff.
Right.
But this whole torture porn shit that they used to say, like, Savini's stuff was way more hardcore than any of that shit they considered torture.
Oh, yeah. I remember rewatching Saw and being like, this isn't that gory.
Right. People are pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think torture porn more has to do with like that's why that's the spectacle you're there for. Like that takes front
yeah, but you can't tell me you don't watch a movie.
I mean, I think Saw is torture porn, but I also think it's like a good story, and like it's not just that; it's also very scary aside from the torture.
But that's just that doesn't make any sense to me, because like horror movies, like you're watching it for the horror and the spectacle, and like say, oh, what movie is it's just about the people dying. I mean, that's what I want to see in a horror movie, No,
what I'm saying is like horror can also just be unsettling or be like, some reaping dread or just like creepy but not gross visuals. Those torture porn movies are just like basically let's make practical effect versions of like a Faces of Death.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying it's different.
That's the genre. He's saying that's the genre that it is.
I don't know.
Yeah. The subgenre. But
it's a pretty deep fucking observation.
It's the satanic panic bullshit.
No, I'm not even saying that though.
I hear what you're saying. You're saying that the horror as a broader genre
then like
encompasses a lot.
There's people dying in horror.
There's thrillers, there's sci-fi, there's body horror.
I think you're agreeing with.
And I would argue that torture porn has way less. It's a lot more vapid and has less like to say.
But what movies are torture porn?
Saw, Hostel,
Saw,
Green Inferno.
Green Inferno is pretty great.
Yeah, that one was good. But yeah, to answer your question, I feel like The Ruins was trying to kind of water that kind of thing down of that era.
Was it? It was R, right? I remember it was pretty visceral.
Yeah.
I mean, it was gory. And anything in the mid-2000s that was gory or the late 2000s was torture porn, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. That's what they said.
That's what they said. I've been really thinking about that decade as far as horror goes. And honestly, like, it's not my favorite, but like there are some great standouts, like The Descent.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Skip the whole fucking decade.
Neil Marshall for life.
Neil Marshall. Oh, The Strangers is a good one from that era.
Didn't they make like The Strangers Chapter 1,
There's
2,
a new one,
and 3?
Directed by Rennie Harlan. Yeah.
There's a new one that just came out.
Rennie Harlan, really.
They dusted him off.
Yeah, like let's bring Rennie back, because nobody ever really liked his movies in the first place, but
he's the poor man's Paul Verhoeven, is what I always say. Like, we can't get Paul Verhoeven. Who do we got?
We got Rennie.
Is Rennie available?
Rennie Harlan.
All right, Rennie, get in here.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Austin, what else did you watch?
All right. I watched a fantastic indie comedy called Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Have y'all heard of this?
No.
So it is a two Canadian chuckle fucks, very in the spirit of Strange Brew. You got just these two yokels kind of doing yokelly things. The premise is that they're in a band called Nirvana.
Okay.
And the joke is that they don't realize there's already a band called Nirvana. They get a cease and desist letter, and they're like, well, someone apparently has some part of our name, because their band name is Nirvana the Band. And then they go, oh, yeah, there's that band called The Band.
Why did images of Be Kind Rewind just enter my head? Is it akin to that kind of thing?
I love that movie.
It was based off a web series from the mid 2000s. But the whole shtick is that they're in a band and they're trying to play this one particular club. And they go to greater and greater hijinks to play the club. But it's all like kind of found footage style, where they are actually filming with real people, like unknowing people, as they do crazy hijinks.
A guerrilla
escalate.
Guerrilla Alicia.
Guerrilla. But it has great sense of humor and a great plot twist that I don't want to spoil, but has a joke involving the gay F slur that just killed me. It absolutely killed me.
Say it.
Say the word.
The slur, yes, say the slur.
Say the word.
Say the word.
I can't.
You're allowed. You can say it.
Say it. Hard OT.
All right, can I'll say the joke that they did.
Sure, let's hear it.
Just say the word.
Say the word. You don't want the joke. Don't spoil the movie. Just
you
say
want
the
me
word.
to just say faggot.
There it is.
Oh my God. Say the line. line, Bob. Oh my
Say
God.
the line.
Was that worth it? Bobby's not even paying attention.
Bobby heard it. Bobby's hard right now.
Well, all right. So if you want to see the movie, this is a spoiler. This is your official spoiler warning. But the joke of the film is that they build a fake time machine to trick these people into thinking that they're from the future. It turns out it's actually a working time machine, and they go back to 2007, and they don't realize that they're in the past.
Eons ago.
Yeah.
Just like we're spoiling this whole fucking movie for me.
No,
well, sorry.
He's selling it right now.
And then they go into a movie theater to watch The Hangover, and then there's a line in the film where they're like, paging Dr. it, paging Dr. it, and everyone in the theater is bursting out laughing, and they just both look at each other and they're like, something is terribly wrong. And that is how they realize they're not in the future anymore.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's great. And anyway,
where'd you watch it there, Austin?
It came out in the theater. It's probably transitioning to streaming now, but you may be able to still catch it in the theater. Great movie.
Nirvana,
the band, the show. The movie. Again, indie filmmakers making. Also, people are like, you can't make a comedy these days. You can't. Oh, it's too woke. Whatever. This movie is fucking funny.
It's independent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
And it's great. So if you're complaining about how there's comedy's dead, go watch this movie. You'll like it.
Adam, let's go back to you to talk about a Stephen King thing.
Okay, so
80th time on this show.
I watched another Stephen King movie.
A Stephen Thing.
A Stephen Thing.
It's Adam's Stephen Things. It's always
one look at my Stephen Thing. So I watched another one of the new ones that I was actually kind of hopeful for. It's a remake of an amazing film that we love. From 1987, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, but
and
it's actually
Richard Dawson.
Yes, but it's actually not a remake of that. It's based on the story that the movie, the 1987, didn't actually base it on. So I watched Edgar Wright's The Running Man. It has that guy that's in it that they're trying to have as like the big new Hollywood actor. They don't like his face.
Chris Pine.
Nah, past Chris Pine. It's post Pine. It's post Pines, post Hemsworth.
I know his name. I'm just waiting to see if you can come up with it.
He's on that show. They made like some fucking late
Glenn Powell.
Glenn
Campbell.
You know, anything that Glenn Powell's in would be better if it was Chris Evans. You know?
The age of Chris Evans is over.
What?
Yeah. Chris Evans is better than Glenn Powell.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay.
I would have liked The Running Man better if it had Chris Evans.
I don't know who the fuck Glenn Powell is.
Do you think that the presence of Chris Evans in that film would have saved it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think that there's any film that you can say that about, to be honest.
So here's the thing. The Running Man wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible.
Right.
It was just kind of blah. It was just really.
It sounds to me
kind of fucking blah.
Kind of like when they did the the Total Recall remake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very similar.
That kind of thing. We're like, let's get rid of the kitschy 80s stuff and just make it like straight face. Now, to be fair, the inverse, Dredd was fucking awesome.
No, Dredd's fucking rad. Yeah, Dredd's fucking rad.
Way better than the kitschy 90s Stallone.
The Stallone one's pretty fucking great too, though. But yes, the Carl Urban.
It is better than Spawn.
It is, way better than Spawn. Yeah.
The thing about The Running Man.
You watched it too.
I did. I watched it, and I feel the same way you did, where I was like, it's very meh. And also, for a movie called The Running Man, he doesn't start like running for like a very long fucking time. And I was like, when does the action start in this film? And I understand you got to build it up and stuff, but I was like kind of bored for like a giant chunk of the movie.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say about the original Running Man, there is not a single moment of boredom.
No, not at all. No, because they took that story and they're like, originally the original Running Man, they wanted it to be closer to the book, and they had cast like Christopher Reeves.
Isn't it just like a 30
as the Arnold
short story?
No, it's like a novella.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they cast Christopher Reeves, and they were going to do it closer to the style of the book. In the original book, The Running Man, I will say this movie is very close to the book. It follows it much closer than the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. But that fucking book is just so much more depraved and dark. And they gave this like a happy ending, and they popcorned the shit out of this movie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No.
They really popcorned it up.
They also did the thing that I hate, which is where they'll introduce a character and you spend like 20 minutes with that character, and then they'll kill him. And they did that like multiple times, and I was just like, I'm not connected to anyone in this film.
Other than Glenn fucking Powell.
And I will say it's stylish. Like, it's well made.
Does it have all like the wacky villain characters like in the...
like James or Josh Brolin is like, I wouldn't call him wacky.
Josh Brolin plays Richard Dawson. The
hunter, you mean like the
hunters?
The hunter. No,
there's no Sub-Zero. There's no fucking chainsaw dude. There's no goddamn.
Fuck this movie already. I'm not watching this.
There's what's the fucking Lee Pace wearing a goddamn I don't know, Firefly mask from G.I. Joe as the guy hunting him down.
Yeah, no, but it's definitely not played for camp or played for fun. It's just like, yeah.
No, but see, that's the thing. It did have like, let's do the wacky stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There was like some comedy elements inserted into it. And this is like the first miss I can think of for Edgar Wright.
I agree. I was actually really surprised.
More excited that it was an Edgar Wright movie than a Stephen King book, right? And
it's reasonable.
Yeah. And I don't know. It was fine, but you know what? When I watched that, I'm like, I'd rather watch the Arnold one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd rather read the fucking book.
Was it better than Spawn?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I would watch this 6 times in a row before watching Spawn. To be clear,
it's not like a bad movie. It's just a painfully mediocre film.
Yeah.
It's like not bad.
So definitely,
but it's definitely not good. Yeah, It's like not like, wow, that was great. It's just like,
It's not like something like, oh, I want to watch that again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to hang a poster of that on my wall.
Well, can I take this segue, guys? Because I got one that's just like that.
Oh, that's
please.
Let's just do it.
Do you ever scroll through like Amazon or Netflix and you see a movie you were like, I didn't even know that famous actor did that movie at that time. I've never fucking once heard of this.
It's one of my favorite genres.
Yeah. What would we call that? Like, I have my own kooky schizoid theories about how AI is just putting out movies of old actors and saying it came out in the 80s.
They're Mandela affecting us.
Yeah. They're intentionally Mandela affecting entire movies. This movie is called The Crossing Guard
with Jack Nicholson.
With Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I see that. I saw that back in the day.
And
I'm just adding to the lies of AI.
Yeah,
I never saw it. No, I actually saw it. Yeah.
So this isn't an AI film?
No, I've seen it. I saw it years ago.
Or was this implanted in your brain memory chip?
Maybe I'm just fucking with you.
Maybe you're fucking. Maybe you're working for the fucking machine.
Mm-hmm. This whole podcast is a psyop aimed at you, Bobby.
I knew it. I knew it.
We've been working on you for 7 years.
7 years, Bobby.
Why am I so valuable? No one listens.
Who directed this? Is like Terrence Malick or some shit?
No, it was Sean Penn.
Sean Penn directed it.
Wrote and directed it. Angelica Houston, Robin Wright Penn. The guy with the baby face that's he's a character actor. He's a famous actor.
David Morse.
He's in Con Air or The Rock.
Yeah.
Was he in The Rock or was he in Con Air?
I'm in The Rock.
Which, by the way, I want to talk about that one of these days.
The Rock?
What do you guys prefer, The Rock or Con Air?
Oh,
that's tough.
That's tough.
They're both pretty fucking great.
They're
both better than Face Off.
I think I would, if I had to pick, it would be Con Air.
That's how I feel.
But it's not like I wouldn't be happy about it.
Back in the box.
The Rock is like the only Michael Bay movie I like really like.
Yeah, I think The Rock is fantastic.
But anyway, The Crossing Guard, a less interesting movie than The Rock, starring Jack Nicholson. Okay, so basically it reeks of like little smarmy Sean Penn came up in Hollywood and they let him direct his own movie that he wrote and they gave him a budget to get. Now, to be fair, he did direct not Into the Wild. What's the one from like 2008 where he goes into the wild?
I don't know.
It was a big deal. It was like nominated and shit. Anyway,
pretentious is the word.
Yeah, just a pretentious Hollywood guy that came up when he was a kid, and they're like, "All right, you can have Jack Nicholson, you can have Angelica Houston, fine, put your wife in it, but you're taking David Morse."
Gotta have
all right, yeah. But it's just I don't even want to talk about the plot. Like David Morse killed Jack Nicholson's daughter in a drunk driving accident.
Right,
he's getting out of jail at the beginning.
Yeah,
and then it completely ruined Jack Nicholson's life to the point where he's divorced to his wife, Angelica Houston, and he's hell-bent on killing this man. He's incredibly open about it with everyone too. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go kill that guy.
I'm going to kill that guy.
I'm like, you're making everyone an accomplice in this murder, and it's a tale about redemption and how they come to an understanding. It's horseshit, okay? It's not a good move. Actually, it's not horrible, but it's incredibly, what did you say earlier?
Pretentious?
No, it's something mediocre.
Just like painfully mediocre.
Painfully mediocre.
Yeah.
But it's also very try-hard. Every single scene in that movie feels like a scene they would play before they nominated someone. You know, those little clips before they.
So it is an Oscar bait.
It's like Sean Penn. The way he acts. It's exactly how Sean Penn acts.
It's just like
that's how he directs. It's like, let me try to out-direct everyone.
And you can see all this little filmmaking bag of tricks that are just like just student film fucking like we're gonna hold on the cigarette close up for unreasonably long time. Why?
That does sound cunty.
It's kind of cunty.
Yeah.
But they got a lot of talent in it. It's called The Crossing. I don't recommend it if that's what you're asking.
All right.
I second that. I watched it once years ago and I was like, I've never watched this.
The name of the segment is movies you probably don't want to watch.
We're getting off to a bang.
The Long Walk was good. I like The Long Walk. What do you got next, Austin?
All right. This one I'm extremely excited to talk about because it is from the director of 1981's Possession.
Ooh.
Andrzej Zulawski. It is a movie called On the Silver Globe.
I've been looking for it since the day I saw Possession.
Yes.
Where'd you find it?
I rented it from We Love Video in Austin, Texas, which is a amazing video store. They have everything. But it is, if you imagine the director of Possession directing a sweeping sci-fi epic set over hundreds of years, that is what this film is.
Oh, wow.
It blew my fucking mind. Now, I will say, speaking of pretentious, it is loud, ecstatic. If you took Possession and somehow cranked it up even higher and made it last 3 hours and made it all about space and sci-fi.
It's 3 hours long.
2 hours and like 50 minutes or something.
It's a long.
It's a big bite. But
and is this are they Polish?
Mm-hmm. So it has a great production story. So the story is in 1977, he starts filming this movie. And apparently the Polish authorities did not like the content of the film. So they shut down the production after it was 80% complete.
This movie
On the Silver Globe. And they ordered all the prints of it destroyed. So all the people who were working on the movie were like, we're fucking almost done with this bitch. So they hid the film canisters in their homes. Told the government
they had
to destroy
like Anne Frank the fucking.
They Anne Frank the movie, and then in the late 80s, towards the fall of the Soviet Union, they unearthed all the cans. And basically,
Anne, you can come out now.
Yes, yes, exactly. So they bring Anne out, and then basically he narrates over the 20% that's not complete. He basically says this is what should have happened right here, and it seems weird, but it's not. It works completely for the way the movie's set up.
I just like the way that the real world historical context got worked into the art of the film.
It plays like almost like a little sprinkling of a documentary because they tell you
kind of like a little girl's diary.
So he up front he tells you the whole story, and then he's like, just so you're aware, during chunks of this movie, I'm going to narrate what's supposed to happen.
What was on the screen while he was narrating?
Just random images of stuff. Like he would like go film a field or like, and then he'd be like, in this scene, like da-da-da-da-da comes across a thing and blah, blah.
And it still works as a movie?
It all like worked fantastically because the visuals in this film are absolutely stunningly gorgeous.
Right.
The premise is that these astronauts crash land on an Earth-like planet, and they're stranded there. And so they realize at some point, they're like, we're not going back. So we're going to have to fuck and make a society.
Fuck yeah.
And so what you see is
what was going to happen in the scene is they were going to be fucking.
Yeah.
They were having their weekly community ritual.
So you see the entire construction of this society, this inbred society, starting from just a few people up to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And you see them develop religion. You see them develop as a society.
Did they like downgrade from like space travelers, like primitive
to like
fucking,
primitive, who all have but they have certain bits of technology, right? And the whole first chunk of this movie is like a found footage, like they're recording it to send it off to go hopefully get help. But anyway, so
like we don't have those inbred freaks.
Yeah,
inbred alien freaks.
We already got Alabama.
But we don't need a space Alabama.
You get to see the construction of the society and the
Space Alabama.
Space Alabama. This movie is about Space Alabama.
Space Alabama.
Yeah. They're all inbred from the same like 3 people. But such a cool movie. Really like, it was long, but I didn't want to stop watching it. I was enraptured the whole time. It is very much like Possession, where there are people
tentacle porn
screaming.
There's people like with horrendous diarrhea in an alleyway and just screaming for one shot.
There's a lot of wild shit in this movie. Like, there is one scene, this isn't a spoiler, but they hoist this real actor up on like a 25-foot crucifix on a beach. They like actually take him from being level on the ground to up in the air 25 feet. And I was like, that is a real fucking stunt. Because if they had messed that up at all.
Oh, he died.
And he just like falls flat on his face.
But it was the Soviet Union, so it was fine.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I mean, so many cool shots, so many cool like practical effects, like really wild and beautiful story. But it's one of my, I'm quickly putting Zulawski up there. He's starting to creep up on
Jodorowsky.
He's getting there
Have you seen
that Mount
Rushmore. That in Possession, though?
I have. I saw another movie called Mad Love that was had Sophie Marceau in it. That was also fucking crazy. Like, I had to tell my friend who is aware of Possession. He was like, "Well, how did it stack up to the wildness of Possession?" I was like, "I think it was crazier."
Wow.
Like, I think it was actually just a more unhinged film than Possession. I think Possession's like the entry film.
Wow.
For this guy's filmography. So, if you think Possession's a lot, then this movie's going to be a lot for you.
It's a lot of badass.
Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah, but I would say like look up some of the imagery from it if it appeals to you.
On the Silver Globe.
On the Silver Globe. Such a cool movie.
Let's go back to Stephen's Things with Adam.
Stephen's Things. I'm going to go outside of my comfort zone of Stephen King tonight. I'm going to talk about a film that wasn't having anything to do with Stephen King.
Thank God.
It's the new Sleepwalkers remake directed by Ridley Scott, starring Christian Bale.
Was that out already?
Oh, Jesus.
Just for you, Austin. It was made just for you. No, I watched a movie that had it was a big screen release. It had no studio backing whatsoever. Now, usually I don't like YouTubers. I think the whole idea of being a YouTuber is just kind of cunty and pretentious.
Did you watch Chris, what's his name's movie?
No. So there's a movie by some guy named Markiplier, right? And he just decided to make his own movie, which is based on some video game that's just like a point-and-click video game, apparently. And it was called Iron Lung. So the whole movie, you heard about this, Austin.
Yeah, it's the one where the guy's just like he's in an iron lung and he can't move.
He's like, he's like trying to breathe.
Oh, he have health problems. That's from Big Lebowski.
He wrote the whole 167 episodes of Branded.
And a good day to you too, sir.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass. So no.
He have health problems.
So this guy just made his own movie, right? Like, he had a couple million. He made his own fucking movie, and then he released it in the theaters and actually made some fucking money. It's pretty good. It's like,
nice.
It's the future, and it's really just one guy in like a room. It's like the one guy in a room kind of movie, right? And he's like talking on the microphone to people, and like you could see people through windows and shit. But he's on some blood planet. There's like a blood ocean, and they have him under the blood in this thing looking for remnants or artifacts or whatever. Basically, in the last fucking 30 minutes, it just turns into one man or Event Horizon.
Nice.
It's pretty fucking good. It's better than Spawn.
I think this is an important film in a weird way. I haven't seen it, but I'm going to. And the reason is this. You have a guy outside of the studio system making an independent film and having it crush at the box office and showing people that like you can do this, guys. Like we can do this together. We don't have to go through the studio system to make movies that make money, that reach a big audience. Obviously, Markiplier is a huge YouTube star and whatever, but he did all that organically, right? And like I think that's a huge deal. Like if you're...
Are you about to pitch your comic book right now?
No, well...
He already did.
It's kind of the same idea. It's just like we have so much homogenized shit And I'm ready.
Build your own culture.
You got to build your own culture. And I think it's an awesome thing that it happened.
It was very interesting to watch a movie where there's no studio, no independent studio name, nothing at the beginning of the movie. The movie just starts. And in the credits, there was 50 people. That was wow, that's pretty fucking awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Was this crowdfunded?
I don't know. I mean,
as a YouTuber, he probably funded himself.
I think he funded himself. I think he's put $2 million into it. I know it only costs
$2 million. That's the other thing is you can make a kick-ass movie for $10,000 now.
Right.
Yeah. And
did you ever see the Battery, the zombie movie, The Battery?
No.
It was made for $5,000.
Did you ever see A Meat Machine by Jeffrey Garcia?
I have.
It's fucking fantastic.
I have. Nice. So speaking of independent films, I watched
Go see Iron Lung.
I watched an Academy Award winner from the 1980s. What is it? How do you say his name? Tom Hulse?
Tom Hulse.
Amedeus. You watch Amedeus?
Tom Hulse.
He was in
died.
He was in the Frankenstein movie.
His performance in this film
is
Amedeus.
You watched Amedeus?
Oh wait, you watched? This is the movie you watched?
Yeah, I watched. It's like two mediocre things I didn't see in the 2010s and the 90s. Then I watched. I'm just like, I gotta watch a fucking good movie.
Amedeus is good.
And I was expecting it to be like that. It's a revered film and kind of a chore to watch. No, it's very entertaining.
Oh, it's
film.
So good.
F. Murray Abraham.
You know why that movie's good, right?
Because in Last Action Hero, the kid's like, that guy killed Mozart.
I kill a lot of people. That's such a classic.
That's what that line.
Mozart, it won 8 Oscars. The reason why Amedeus is good, as opposed to, I hate bio movies. I hate them.
I don't hate
them. But they weren't as bad back then.
They're either great or not.
The reason why Amedeus is great is because it's about something. It's not literally about Mozart. It's about mediocrity and genius and the artistic process.
Yeah.
All of that is what the movie is about. And so it's not just a slideshow of everything that happened to Amedeus during his life. It's like tethered around Salieri, who is the patron saint of mediocrity, and he's basically so jealous of Mozart's genius. And it's such a cool movie.
It's a character study on him, not
exactly
Mozart.
Yeah, I was a huge Amedeus fan. I watched that. I'm not joking. I probably watched the movie 50 times growing up.
I mean, it almost had in the way it's humorous and almost like a Terry Gilliam or kind of it's. Yeah, I'm not just saying because there's powdered wigs and shit.
Yeah,
I mean, and the poster's a fucking
It's
banger.
got a thing where it's like, this is genius, but also not cunty.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious movie. There's a amazing scene where Salieri composes a little piano intro for Mozart.
He's like, "Oh, I got this."
And then Mozart's like, he's like, "Do you want the sheet music?" He's like, "No, I got it all up here." And they're like, "Well, really? Okay, we'll play it." And he starts playing, and he's like, "Oh, this part doesn't quite work, does it? Let's change this a little bit." And then by the end of it, he's just like, dun, 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 just composing a whole symphony. He's like, that's much better, isn't it?
Whether you're mediocre or not. There is something, I think everybody, when someone that is more talented but seems like a buffoon.
Yeah.
In the thing that you want to do.
That's why Bobby hates me.
I wasn't even remotely about to allude to this. I'm just saying it's a very relatable human emotion.
Absolutely. Yeah. What?
Love you, boo.
What made you pick Mozart or Amedeus specifically? Was it just you're like, I gotta get a palate cleanser?
Well, that is just always been on my list of the classics I'd never seen, and I was like, oh yeah, and this poster fucking rules too.
Yeah.
The poster fucking rules.
And I like Tom Hulse. I like him in Parenthood and Animal House, and that's it.
He was in the Frankenstein movie by that fucking asshole Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah,
he played Henry Clerval.
Well, nice.
I know the Frankenstein.
It's weird to see those Academy Award winners. That there's a few of them out there that they fucking did it, and then nothing happened.
And that was
he did kind of vanish, and I read up on why that was, and I completely forgot. So that was
what happened to Tom Hulse? Where are you at now, Tommy?
I think he's still working. He's just not.
I don't know.
He's not Hollywood royalty, and I think
he was in Jumper.
Oh, I love
it. 2008 with.
He's kind of in.
I like that movie.
He's kind of in Judd Nelson territory now.
Is he?
Is Judd Nelson dead?
Nah, he's not dead, but his career is.
He's kind of in Judd Nelson territory.
Whatever happened to Judd Nelson? I don't think Judd Nelson won the Oscars, though, for being honest.
No,
I think I saw Judd Nelson in more shit than I saw Tom Hulse in.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
He got out
His
there.
flame burned bright and then went away.
Better to
Burn
go out
than to fade away.
Exactly. So just to hop back to Steven's things, I also watched Christine, The Dead Zone, The Dark Half, Misery, and they're all fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Life of Chuck was good. Gerald's Game is pretty good. Sometimes they come back as dog shit. Children of the Corn really isn't that good.
Really?
It's not that good.
Now, did you watch Children of the Corn 3?
No, I just watched the first one.
Watch Children of the Corn 3.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with Stephen King other than the title.
Sure.
Watch that movie.
Okay. Pet Sematary is badass. What's that other one?
It.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't watch The Stand or anything. I haven't watched The Stand. I watched The Storm of the
Dark
Century.
Half, you said?
No,
Dark Half's
Needful Things.
Needful Things.
Did you watch the Tommy Knockers minis?
No, I haven't. But I watched Cat's Eye, and Cat's Eye fucking slays.
Yeah, that movie's
fucking
I like the James Woods one.
Of Steven's things, what are your top 3?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I mean, like The Mist that they're going to fucking remake, which is dumb. But out of the... Did you hear that?
I don't want to. Go
Yeah, they're remaking The Mist.
Okay.
The Mist is fucking great. I don't know. I can't tell you what my fucking top 3 are.
Fair enough.
But I mean, like, The Dead Zone is David Cronenberg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Dark Half is George Romero. Christine is John Carpenter. Like, some of our greatest favorite fucking...
Langoliers is Mick Garris.
Rob Reiner did Misery. Like, there's really good names behind these
Stanley
films.
Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick did The Shining. The Shining's it's a good one. It's a good
That's
one.
the GOAT.
So there you go. That's my bit on Steven's things.
All right, let's get this over with. 1997's Spawn. Adam, read the thing.
Spawn. Hold on. Let me find it.
An elite mercenary is killed, but comes back from hell as a reluctant soldier of the devil.
It's time. Imagine a substance with the power to destroy humanity. Imagine a creature insane enough to use it. Imagine a hero on the verge of creation. From flesh to steel.
You must visualize your objective.
From blood to blade.
Don't get cocky. You have a lot more to learn.
From man to spawn.
Peekaboo. I see you.
We have harvested the ultimate weapon. Makes the Ebola virus look like a skin rash.
Congratulations. I say destroy the cosmos, ask questions later.
Who are you?
This is just what they want. You're playing their game.
Then now play dirty.
You've been violated, girly man.
Use your armor!
Now stay sharp. The night is young.
This summer, evil has a new enemy. Justice has a new weapon. And the world has a new hero. Spawn.
1997's Spawn, starring the guy
Michael J. White, man. Black Dynamite, bro.
John Leguizamo. And Martin Sheen.
And Martin fucking Sheen.
Before we jump into this horse shit, Adam, I want you to do me a favor and set the stage, or Austin, you feel free to join in the fun.
Mm-hmm.
Set the stage of what was going on in 1997 as far as movies, music, popular culture goes.
I mean, there was some good shit in 1997. There were some movies that really hold up, you know, like Event Horizon was released that year, right? Starship Troopers was released that year. The Fifth Element. These are all great movies that you can watch today and you're like, wow, they could have made that 2 years ago because it holds up. And then you watch Spawn and you're like, wow, am I playing a PlayStation 1 video game here? Is that what this is?
I wanted to, I'm not going to say I wanted to like it, but I wanted to be like, well, maybe this is a movie that deserves reappraisal. They're telling me to watch this movie for the podcast. Maybe there's something to it.
Oh, or at the very least, some element of so bad it's entertaining.
Right.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
It's not that. It's not that.
It's not
yeah.
Now, the 90s And Spawn, I would argue, is the exception because the 90s actually made a lot of dark horse superheroes work.
Yeah.
Everything from Dick Tracy, The Crow, Darkman, Blade, Steel with Shaquille O'Neal.
Arguably better than Spawn, yeah.
Arguably better than Spawn. The Rocketeer, the list is there. Maybe not exactly based on a comic book. That action, little boy adventure shit. I described Spawn as a movie to the type of movie to Austin earlier of like, if you went to like the weird kid in your class's birthday party on like a Saturday afternoon and like you went to go see Spawn, it's like that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a bad birthday movie.
It's a bad birthday movie.
Yeah.
It's a bad birthday party movie.
Well, if you want to know what else this guy went on to direct,
please.
He made Frankenfish. He made Garfield's Fun Fest and Garfield's Pet Fort.
All better than Spawn so far.
Yeah. He did Marmaduke.
Oh, love
in 2022. So he's had a really prolific career.
Well, a lot of animal-related
Spawn
films.
definitely, let me guess, Spawn was before all that.
Spawn was before all that.
There you go. But I got to point this out, too, because this isn't us being boomers about it. It's literally like this movie I was of the age to have been the target demographic of Spawn in 1997. I was in 7th grade.
Right. Yeah.
It's a movie made for 7th grade Bobby. You're a little older than me. You're about my age, Austin.
Yeah.
I was 17.
Now, did you guys see this at the time?
I had the soundtrack. I remember I bought the soundtrack. And I'm pretty sure I did see this at the time because I did see Event Horizon in the theater. I did see Fifth Element and Starship Troopers.
And you liked Spawn?
No. I liked the comic. Yeah. Spawn the comic's cool as shit. And I remember I saw this movie and was like, that movie fucking sucked. And I never watched it again until yesterday.
Why? Why did you watch it yesterday?
Because Jeffrey Garcia asked us to watch it for the show, so we're watching it for the show. Mm-hmm. But no, this was a movie I remember hating and thought maybe it's not as bad as I remember.
Like Zardoz.
It was worse. Zardoz.
You hated Zardoz.
I hated Zardoz the first time I saw it. When I watched it again, I was like, Zardoz fucking rules.
Then you had to have Austin recommend it to you, and then you were like, oh.
Yeah, once Austin was like, oh, really, Austin likes it? Maybe I'll get another shot.
Yeah, I get it.
Maybe I'll get it.
I get it. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like the 90s in general what are we, 26 years from the 90s now?
Sure.
I feel like it's revered in a way, even by generations younger than us, of like, how we looked like the 70s or the 60s or whatever. I'm like, I don't have that like nostalgia for the 90s.
I mean, come on, bro. Yeah, you do.
But
The Crow, The Matrix,
but look, fucking
Pulp Fiction, Reservoir, all that.
I don't think it's about nostalgia, though. I think like this is a legitimately bad movie. Like I think because I have a lot of nostalgia for the 90s. A lot of my favorite films from the 90s.
Does it make Spawn good?
I guess Spawn is one of the main reasons as why I dismiss the reverence for the 90s.
I see.
Sure, that makes sense.
Like when I don't like Limp Bizkit. I never have. And now it's like, oh, fucking classic rock.
Right. I see. Yeah, I mean,
can't you like quote a whole Limp Bizkit song?
Yeah, that was Korn though. That was Korn with Fred Durst.
Oh, gotcha.
Who the fuck thing you talking to? That one.
That one, yeah.
All in the Family. Yeah, I know the rap from that one.
Okay.
I don't like Limp Bizkit though, just because I know all the rap.
Gotcha. I got you. Just making sure, yeah.
So, well, I think the thing about this movie is like, okay, I was looking on Letterboxd, which is the review site, right? And this guy gave it 5 stars and he wrote, I'm not kidding, like it had to be 2 to 3 typewritten pages of review for this film. And I didn't bother to read all of what he was saying, but he was just
TLDR.
He did have that glowy nostalgia, like this is an underappreciated gem. This is like people don't give this movie enough credit. Hear all the good things, and I'm like,
God, you're scaring the hose right now.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but like there are films like that. There are the underappreciated gems. Don't sully the good name of underappreciated gems.
There's also that like full circle. And I'm guilty of it myself. The contrarian goes give things the benefit of the doubt
Right.
pendulum swing. They did this with the 80s Bob Dylan like 15 years ago.
Fuck Bob Dylan.
They were like, go back and listen to the stuff from the 80s that everyone hated. It's awesome. And I'm like, no, it's fucking not.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Just like the rest of Bob
Band of the
Dylan.
Hand soundtrack's pretty dope. But my
That's
point
Bob
is
Dylan?
like, there's
rules.
There's like a contrarian thing that goes ridiculously full circle for the wrong reason sometimes. And I think that guy is a good example of that.
Yeah. And I think...
Or he just saw it at a very, impressionable age.
He just likes it.
Thought it's cool.
But there's no reason to like sit there and try to defend Spawn.
Right.
I mean, I just don't see who has the time.
Jeffrey obviously likes this movie, or he's just trying to punish us.
Well, I gotta bring this up too, because we were on a text there with Jeffrey who said, like, oh God, this movie's terrible. Like, oh my God, are you watching it? Yeah, this sucks. And he's like, oh my God, you guys are actually watching that? So I'm wondering if like he was just having a goof.
I mean, I don't know. He's been ribbing me on this one for years at this point. I mean, it's been a while.
You're gonna have to find out like what.
He'll be
why?
Like, oh no, it's great.
Why did you do this?
It's a great movie.
Why did you? I don't know. I mean, his screensaver picture on his phone is from The Mask. So I know he likes that era.
So here's what I was talking to Austin about earlier too. Is like,
and The Mask is better than Spawn.
The way I fetishize bad shit from the 80s, Jeffrey Garcia fetishizes bad shit from the 90s.
Sure.
But it's not that I'm sorry, it's just objectively not as good.
Well, let's just start with what really makes this movie bad, okay? And number one, and it's really prevalent from the first scene of the movie, is the terrible, terrible special effects.
Yeah, so...
Holy shit, they're bad.
I saw this movie in the theater, and I remember thinking the special effects were good.
Yeah.
So when I walked into this movie, my thought was, okay, it's probably not going to be great, but it's probably going to have some relatively impressive special effects for the time.
That's the most endearing thing about it now.
True. Yeah.
Not at all.
I would agree.
That's the only reason to, like, if you had to find something to watch, like, oh, that was an interesting time for special effects.
But no. I disagree, because you look at The Fifth Element.
Right. You look
the
at
CGI in that movie is so good that it holds up today. Like, it looks better than CGI today.
Sure.
And then you look at the fucking CGI in Spawn, and as Adam said, it looks like a PlayStation 1
PlayStation 1
cutscene. This conversation's my entire point, though, right? I'm going like, if there's anything to dwell on in a conversation about fucking Spawn.
Sure. They made
terrible
choices.
It's terrible. I mean, people got budgets and shit. They literally go like, all right, Spawn, that's a pretty popular license. Like, throw this amount of money at it. Kids will go see it, whether we cut some... This wasn't fucking Spielberg, you know? This isn't fucking
but this was
Jurassic
Spawn, which was
Park.
popular. You think it would have had a bigger budget than Event Horizon? Because Event Horizon was just some off fucking shot, random sci-fi horror movie.
Now, Adam, did you do any production research on Spawn? How it came about?
What I can tell you is that Todd McFarlane left Marvel Comics because his art was fantastic and he was making a goddamn hit out of Spider-Man. Like, those Spider-Mans were selling like fucking hotcakes, you know? But they weren't getting the money. The creators, the fucking writers weren't getting the money on it. So him and Rob Liefeld is a terrible fucking artist. But him and a bunch of other guys went and started Image Comics. They're like, it's going to be owned by the author, the creator. They own the property, right? So
Wildcats,
Savage Dragon, all that shit was from back then, right? And Spawn was like the big kickoff.
There was another team too in Image.
Wildstorm.
Who cares?
Who gives a fuck? They were all dumb.
Independent arts.
Independent, you know. And I mean, since then, like, Image is still around. And it made The Walking Dead and Invincible, and like they still got a lot of good shit. And Spawn, Spawn was a fucking cool comic. I had Spawn #1 back in the day. They made that cartoon show, which was just the comic book. It was like exactly the comic book. It was badass.
So, do you guys remember like hype around this movie before? All I remember is a very short screenshot photos from the movie in a Wizard magazine.
I remember the Wizard magazine. I remember the soundtrack coming out because I was really big into Marilyn Manson and Filter and Prodigy and all those bands that are on it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah. And I mean, that was the age of, I was going to the movies to see everything in the theater all the fucking time. So this was one that I went and saw in that summer and like promised to myself I was never going to watch again. And this again was a year of bangers. Like, that was
broke that promise to Jeffrey.
I did. I would do that for you. I'll do that for you, Jeffrey.
I remember seeing it in the theater, and to me, it was like really like, edgy, like, ooh, Spawn. Yeah. This is that cool kid comic that I'm not allowed to look at or buy.
It really has that shitty, edgy 90s vibe to it.
Well, okay, let's back up.
Okay.
What the fuck? Talk to me. Just try to avoid any kind of negative shit. Just set the stage of just Spawn the character.
So Spawn is a guy named Al Simmons who was a mercenary assassin. He basically worked for the government. He'd do those dirty wet work shit. The guys, you need to send somebody you really need fucking deaded, some like high level target. You send Al Simmons in and he'd take that motherfucker out. He'd wipe the floor with him, So he works for this organization and he gets betrayed by his boss, Martin Sheen. Martin fucking Sheen.
It's literally
his name's
Martin Sheen.
Jason Priestley.
It's Jason Wynn. It was Jason Wynn. So his boss betrays him. He gets blown up and burned up. And because he's just straight up murked like hundreds of people, he goes to hell.
Well, what is his boss trying to do? Oh, I guess we're not talking about the movie, right?
We'll get to that. So he goes to hell and meets the devil, Malbolgia. In this movie, was portrayed by PlayStation 1 graphics of a fucking shitty looking devil.
It kind of looked like the Balrog from Lord of the Rings.
But not good.
But not good.
But not good. Like, how many years later was Lord of the Rings?
Well, that was Peter Jackson.
4 years later.
4 years later.
4 years later.
They're not going to give...
Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that.
The money for Spawn versus a beloved J.R.R. Tolkien classic directed by Peter Jackson, starring Sean Astin.
Sure.
Bobby just came in his pants a little bit.
I guess he really likes Samwise Gamgee.
One thing when we were watching this movie, so it started out, and as Adam mentioned, he's a mercenary that's like killing targets and
killing an Arab.
To kill, yes. So to kill, he's targeting this guy from the Middle East, and to kill him, he doesn't use a sniper rifle. Instead, he fires off a missile that then explodes into 4 different missiles and crashes into the guy and blows him up.
And then the missile launcher explodes itself too.
Yeah. So it started out, I was like, okay, like this is like goofy. And then as Adam also mentioned, he gets betrayed, killed, goes to hell. And as he's flying off to hell, he screams his wife's name. He goes, Wanda, as he flies into hell.
And I was like, strong name for a woman, by the way.
Wanda's a very, very powerful.
That's a wife I want to come home to if I die fucking killed by my boss or whatever.
You'd want to come home to her?
I'd want to come home to Wanda.
So it was at this point in the film when he's screaming Wanda and flying, I was like, this is not unenjoyable. Like, this is like stupid.
See, that's where you're wrong.
But
that's where you're wrong.
But it's like, I think if there had been moments like that peppered throughout.
It's kind of like a no.
Yeah, like you could laugh at it, but it was that consistently for the entire film that made it like just by 30 minutes, you're like, I have had enough of this.
And okay, let's. Yes,
I just looked it up.
Fucking alternative title. I've had enough of this.
Enough of this. AKA, I've had enough of this. I took 2 naps while watching this movie. Put me to sleep twice.
I watched
in the last day and a half.
35 minutes of it.
It's like an hour and a half long.
I know.
Turned it off. Went to bed. I'm like, I was like, they won't even know if I don't finish this fucking.
Oh, we were gonna know, Bobby. If we're gonna watch it, you gotta watch it.
And then I was like, fine. I had some time. I was like, fine, I'll finish it. But let's talk about John Leguizamo as Clown.
Oh God!
Now, Clown is an iconic 1990s
the Violator.
Villain.
Yeah, he was a bad guy.
Yeah. Now, you got to remember too. You're coming off of a very strong comic book villain shoes to fill. Who set the pace is Jack Nicholson's the Joker.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Everyone tried to do their version of
Everybody tried to do the Joker. Yeah.
It felt like he was doing a Jim Carrey impersonation the entire film.
I feel like he was terrible. I like John Leguizamo.
That's a problem too. I never got like this is he's just gross and like says things that aren't funny that are supposed to be. There's never a moment where he's just like being the evil guy. I'm like, dude, chill. He's Jester Maxing the whole movie.
You know, Jester Max.
He's Jester Max.
You know who he reminds me of? Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, but Rumpelstiltskin's fucking badass.
I mean, there was like multiple fart jokes in like 3 minutes. There's like a CGI cloud of green puff fart that comes out of the clown. I'm like, oh man, really?
But
everything's a little fucking dumb little joke with him.
I do have to.
He's a clown.
I do have to dissent here a little bit.
I got to be honest. I was watching this movie going like, I think Adam modeled his entire clown persona. and then Sarah walked in. She's like, "Is Adam in this movie?"
You have a violator energy.
Yeah. Wow. Fuck you. Fuck you too.
I think
you're always gesture maxing.
I think John Leguizamo. I love John Leguizamo. I think he's a great actor, and I think he probably did what the director told him to do, and I think he gives it his all. Like, I don't think he is bad. He's terrible in the movie, but not. It's not his fault. Like, it's all like choices. Well, that are being made for him. Like, you gotta play this at 11, and you can't be like in fucking fat clown makeup with a like all that prosthetics on and be like, maybe I should dial it down to an 8, you know?
Yeah. No, I get that. And to be completely fair, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not one to well, I guess I
didn't take him seriously as a villain.
I respect
the clown. You didn't take the clown seriously as a villain?
I just want to say I fully respect people that went to Hollywood and they were successful in becoming writers for major comic book movies. However, the fucking screenplay, like the dialogue in this movie is absolutely atrocious.
It's terrible.
And,
Wanda!
And you could see what John Leguizamo was trying to do. He's trying to carry the fucking movie.
Right.
And in doing so, it makes it worse.
You didn't help, John. I'm sorry,
That's a good point. Like, yeah, you can see that he's trying to be the
You don't put all the weight on John Leguizamo with that. I mean, he's a talented guy, but like...
Especially he's not painted like a fucking fat clown, just making fart jokes.
Yeah.
So many
fart jokes. There's only so much you can do with that. And again, this is not me going, like I guarantee if I saw this as a 7th grader, which I did not, I would be like, fuck this movie. I would not find this amusing at all. And I like the Double Dragon movie.
This is arguably worse than Double Dragon.
Oh.
And that's pretty bad. I mean, that's pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, this cast does have D.B. Sweeney from that hockey movie. Remember that hockey movie where he falls in love?
There you go.
Anybody remember that one?
In the Double Dragon movie, they chain Alyssa Milano to a pole and they go, "Who's the boss now?"
Yeah, the movie fucking rules.
Do they really do that?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
They just cashed in on Alyssa Milano.
Are we gonna
I'm a
go
big fan of anything Scott Wolf.
This is what this movie's about, all right?
Are we gonna go in order?
Let's go in order.
Okay.
That's how we do this. So he goes to hell, he makes a deal with the devil, and he comes back. But when Michael J. White, now it's Michael J. White, by the way. Now, Michael J. White, who plays Al Simmons' Spawn, is like a 10th degree black belt and like all sorts of badassery.
Was he actually doing those stunts?
Yeah.
Like, because all his kicks and stuff were good.
Yeah, that's all him. Like Black Dynamite.
Nice.
Have you ever seen Dynamite?
No.
Oh, you never seen Black Dynamite?
Oh, I need to watch it.
Oh, it's like a fake black
from the
exploitation.
70s?
No, it's
recent,
right? I've seen Willie Dynamite.
No, it's from like the mid 2000s, and it's Michael J. White as like a pimp, gangsta, martial artist, Afro man, fucking shit up. Michael J. White's the shit. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Like, he is a great action hero.
And again, he's like, I'm not going to say he's good in it. The same way I'm not going to say John Leguizamo's good in it, but I just don't think it's his fault.
It's not his fault. No. It's not John Leguizamo's fault. It's not Martin Sheen's
It's their fault for taking the fucking gig.
How did they get Martin Sheen?
Well, the better question is, why did they get Martin Sheen?
I see him as the character.
But why? There was no need to spend money on Martin Sheen for that character.
It's true.
There wasn't like, hey, we got to have some box office draw. You know who 12-year-old boys like? Martin Sheen. It's fucking retarded. Doesn't make any sense. Where they're like, hey, let's pander to the kids' parents. Like, oh, but Dad, you love Martin Sheen.
He was great in the Badlands.
Yeah.
The kids love Badlands.
Kids love Terrence Malick.
So Martin Sheen's his boss. And he's also made a deal with hell to like kill half the population with the COVID virus or something. I don't know. And then they blow up Al Simmons and he makes a deal with the devil. And he comes back and he's all just like burnt and crispy, right? And then the fat clown makes a lot of like crispy bacon jokes. A lot of bad
If
jokes.
you were hosting a birthday party for your young daughter and you called a clown over and that was the clown,
get your fat ass out of here. Roll your way out of here, fucking blubberball.
In that scene, so basically, Michael J. White comes back to find his wife.
Yeah.
Not realizing that 5 years have transpired.
Exactly.
And that his wife is remarried. And
to a white guy.
To a white guy and has had a child. And
dun, dun, dun.
Michael J. White's like hiding in the bushes, basically.
As a crispy homeless man.
And the little girl walks up to him and goes, "Want some candy?"
I said Predator 2 is a better movie than...
Want some candy?
Yeah, way better than fucking Spawn.
Yeah, Predator 2 is better.
Which I had to write that down in my notes because I was like, is this a Predator 2 reference? Okay.
It's a nod to Predator 2, which came out like 4 years before this.
I think that like Martin Sheen was in like a downturn of his career. This was like before The West Wing, you know. This was like long after Apocalypse Now and you know the good stuff that he did. He was in a movie called Project Alf.
Ooh.
It was an Alf movie. So he was.
Yeah. No, I've seen fucking Project
So
Alf.
that's the answer to why they got money.
This is why
he was
If you got
affordable.
offered to be on Project Alf, you would take that, even if you're
not if you're Martin Sheen.
Orson Welles would take that role.
You're right. I would pay money to see Orson Welles star in Project Alf.
So yeah, he was in a bit of a lull in his career, you know, like the Hot Shot movies had already come out. Oh wait, that's his son. You know, JFK. So he got years later, he picked it back up again. But I think they caught Martin Sheen on a bad year.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure he agrees with you.
I mean, he hams it up.
If I ever met Martin Sheen, I would ask him strictly about Spawn.
I think the thing I hated the most was the unwatchable fucking CGI graphics.
I think what I hated the most about this movie is that it's an unwatchable movie.
They had speaking of the unwatchable CGI graphics, there was one moment where they had a cape wipe.
Yeah.
Where
the wipes were out of control.
The wipes were out of control. So
out of fucking
you know, you have like the screen wipe or whatever. This one was a cape wiping into the next scene. It was just like, ooh.
And I'm sorry, crashing through a ceiling. What do they call it? Like a sunroom window?
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Like a ceiling window.
Glass ceiling.
Glass ceiling. That didn't dream. That is straight out of Batman, right?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, that happens in Batman for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I mean, there was this really didn't. It wasn't too original.
No.
In its ideas, or its delivery,
or its fucking ability.
This is like The Crow Part 2, where the soundtrack is far better than the movie. Because back in the 90s, they released these badass soundtracks. And I was like 16, 17. So I was
did have a good soundtrack.
This fucking soundtrack's killer. And so it was all pushed for that. And so I saw most of the scenes for Spawn from those videos. I was like, cool, let's go watch this movie. And it was fucking
Speaking
terrible.
of killer soundtracks.
Oh, you got Reality Bites soundtrack.
The Reality Bites. What's on that? What's on that?
It's got some Soundgarden on there.
Ooh.
It's the Knack.
Oh.
The Knack?
It's a bunch of like early.
Read the names.
Hold on, I can't see.
So what happens when you're in your 40s?
Well, I found this Reality Bites cassette tape at the Junkyard store.
Where it belongs.
Oh, the Posies, U2.
Oh.
Yeah. Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, yeah.
Ethan Hawke doing his song from the movie.
Good for you, Ethan. I do like Ethan.
Squeeze.
Love Ethan Hawke.
I mean, it's a solid 1990s soundtrack. Reality Bites. I'd like to take a side quest and talk about that.
Sure.
Anyway, the Spawn soundtrack was that like late 90s new metal industrial shit from The Crow. And there were some other ones out there that everyone's like, oh yeah, I don't remember the fucking Mortal Kombat
soundtrack. I think Natural Born Killers kicked all that off, actually.
Yeah.
Or Tarantino stuff.
No, he was more like 70s.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't the edgy
Playboy
fucking
shit.
The Crow had the soundtrack.
Tarantino invented soundtracks.
There was no like songs in movies before Tarantino.
So one other thing that annoys the fuck out of me about this movie is it really, like, aside from being really, really dumb, it also assumes the audience is really, really dumb.
Well, the audience is really, really dumb.
It was us.
It must have been because
very dumb.
It was the dumbest thing I ever did was watch this fucking movie. I did some dumb shit.
So we're literally 15 minutes into this movie, right? And Spawn has, he's died, he's gone to hell, he's come back, his wife is banging a white dude. And then...
The white dude was his best friend.
Yes. He was the guy from that hockey movie, apparently.
Cutting Edge, starring D.B. Sweeney.
So then Spawn is basically like this is his first introduction to John Leguizamo, or not, maybe not his first one, but at one of the points very early on in the film, like 15 minutes in, they do a flashback to everything that just happened in the first fucking 15 minutes of the movie, like you forgot.
Right.
Like
I forgot the PS1 fucking DVD.
Yeah.
You open a Rocky movie from the previous movie, not 50 minutes.
No,
not this movie. Yeah.
Hey, we're going to pad for time because this movie's too good not to.
I forget it was like because he kind of like lost his memory of all this stuff. So his memory's coming back to him, but they do like a full flashback. And I'm like, guys,
we just saw this.
We just saw this 10 minutes ago.
Just saw this.
Like you don't need to remind us.
I gotta spell it out for the mouth breathing 7th graders that saw this movie in the theater.
Well, okay. So the next thing that happens in the movie is that Spawn kind of regains his memory of like who he is and what he's doing on this planet, which is to kill Martin Sheen.
Kill what Martin Sheen.
So this is where he
do what Colonel Kurtz couldn't.
Martin Sheen is having a big gala.
That's a movie.
And Spawn crashes through the window or crashes through the ceiling of this gala to come in and murder Martin Sheen, right? But his henchwoman stops him.
She's hot.
And in what I consider the best scene of this film, the henchwoman is fighting with Spawn, shooting at him and all this stuff. And then they get into a fist fight. She goes to kick him in the nuts, but Spawn somehow has an anti-nut kicking device that grabs her leg and prevents it from kicking him in the balls, and it bites her leg.
She's like, ah!
And again...
Is this a phallic with like teeth?
Yeah. It was like she goes to kick him in the balls.
Bubble.
It was his belt buckle. His belt buckle. It was like, nah, bitch.
Let's not split hairs here, guys. Spawn has a demonic, toothy
anti-ball kicking device.
Dick grab thing.
And again, this is the kind of thing that in a different movie, if it was like peppered in, you'd be like, okay, this is fucking hilarious. But because it's like so much of this kind of thing, you're like, this has gone from hilarious to just dumb.
And then it goes
dumb.
And then it just goes gross for a while. It's like all the worst things about shitty things in one movie.
It's just like the worst of like the 90s shitty action bad CGI
like, there's like
movies.
Green slime. It's like
everywhere. There's green slime everywhere. There's green outlines on half the fucking characters.
Green.
They make his eyes like glow green all fucking stupidly all the time.
That's a Spawn thing.
But it didn't look good.
But my point is you got gross green stuff, right? You got green fart clouds.
Yes.
You know,
a big fat clown talking about popping zits. I'm just
green.
I don't fucking...
There's a lot of green.
There's a lot of green. There's a lot of green CGI.
What's those green?
I think that's the only color they could afford. I did look it up. So
we can't afford any other colors but green.
The Starship Troopers had like $100 million budget. Okay. Fifth Element had like a $90 million budget. Event Horizon had like a $60 million budget. This had like a $40 million budget.
I feel like there could have been more judicious choice. Hey, look.
They could have used practical. If they had used practical for half of this shit, that movie would have rocked.
Look,
no, it wouldn't have.
The problem with this film is not...
It's not... hold on a second. I gotta like fucking... I'm
going to make the same point you are. Yeah.
Because you know what, Adam? You're so hung up on the special effects. That is so the best sailor on this Titanic.
I agree.
Like, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter.
All right.
It's not... You could have had the same special effects. It is the writing of this film.
Sure.
And the directing of this film.
If it had had good, memorable special effects,
it would still be shitty.
It would still be shitty.
Hate it as much, though. You wouldn't hate it as much.
You'd still have the anti-ball kicking device. You'd still have him going, Wanda! Like that. No amount of great special effects is going to fix that.
These are all the memorable things that we're bringing up right now.
Well, one thing I'm also realizing about this film as I'm like looking at my notes and then thinking about the plot, I'm like, nothing happens in this movie.
No.
Like there are like exactly 2 plot beats in this whole film.
Yep. I was like, I couldn't figure out like the structure. Like where does Act 2 start and Act 3 and the rest? I'm just like, what is happening? And like, the kid from Pet Sematari's in it
for no reason.
For no reason. That's what I was say. At least even in The Crow, the little girl that was friends with Ernie Hudson, like she
couldn't eat a hot dog.
She couldn't eat a hot dog. She had something to do.
Exactly. And she like was a main character that had stakes in the film. This kid, they forget about him.
It's solely there so like there's something identifiable for the target audience.
Right. Sure. Right. There was one scene I did want to comment on, which is John Leguizamo picks a pizza up off the the maggots on it, and then he eats it.
Yeah,
all in the same shot.
Yeah,
were those real maggots?
I doubt that they made John.
I don't think John Leguizamo
really real.
I don't think he Daniel Day-Lewis eating maggots off the pizza.
I'm gonna look this up.
But to be fair, those maggots looked more real than the other fucking special effects.
Right, that was the only good special effect shot in the film. Was that?
Spend it all on the maggot shot. Okay, $40 million. How about you just don't hire Martin Sheen? That's like at least $2 million right there.
Yeah,
you just saved yourself. You just catered it.
All right, the internet is saying that John Leguizamo did eat real maggots.
No way.
Yes, here it is from CBR.com. I ate maggots and it was disgusting and I only did one take. John Leguizamo said, I'm not doing any repeats, so don't ask. Because they did it all in one take. You see the writhing maggots on the pizza.
Like my respect for John Leguizamo just depleted.
I know that doesn't make you like you're not going method, bro.
You did method on fucking Spawn,
right?
Did you stay in the fat suit for a year?
They could have just
clownery,
bad CGI'd maggots onto the fucking thing, like everything else in the movie. Look, I'm going to make a fist in this fake blades you can't really see in real life.
This film and these performances have a lot of integrity. We're going to have to use real maggots. Actually, we don't have the money to make fake maggots.
Right, yeah, we have to use real maggots for this.
I think the last thing I remember of this movie is CGI Balrog crashing through their house.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking this is going to have some big, big spectacle downtown the city or something.
It's kind of a small movie.
Yeah. And I usually I kind of like that. Like I like Ant-Man a lot because it's a smaller,
literally a small movie.
Yeah. That's funny. I don't put that together. Isn't Martin Sheen in that?
No, it's Kurt Douglas.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Michael Douglas.
Kurt Douglas is
easily confusable.
Very dead.
But there's no unless I'm wrong, I think I opened my eyes a couple times and they were in hell at the end. Is there a big battle there?
There's a big dumb battle.
No, I wouldn't even call it a battle.
No, there's not even that. There's a bunch of these other spawns that look like the Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah.
And they're just standing there moving and there's CGI versions of Spawn and then he shoots green lasers.
Spawn's kind of like a Jango Fett character for the devil.
Is he?
He's a clone. He's from the Clone War. He's like
no, he's not a clone. He's just a hell spawn.
But there's more spawns.
There are more spawns.
I think they just let's just do the same body as Spawn.
Have a billion fucking broke.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Because it's not like the Green Lantern where everyone's like a Green Lantern.
Right. They're not all spawns.
They're not all spawns. Okay.
There's a few other spawns.
Glad we cleared that up.
Right.
Is this episode over yet?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm glad the movie is.
This is the thing. The movie is he crashed through the window. It scares Martin Sheen, and then nothing happens, and then they're at the house of the wife and the girl. Martin Sheen is taking them hostage, and then Spawn comes in to save the day. Martin Sheen takes him hostage, which is the most comically oversized gun of all time.
The guns are pretty badass.
And then this was also a thing that really bugged the fuck out of me, even though the whole movie should have bugged the fuck out of me, is Martin Sheen gets knocked to the ground, right? And then Spawn and the Violator have this little tiff that lasts 5 to 10 minutes.
And Martin
Sheen is just sitting there.
He's sitting there.
The whole time.
The whole end of the movie, he's just sitting there.
This evil fucking man with a giant gun is just sitting there
who's
watching
a badass operative. He goes out in the field and shit.
And I kept waiting for him to get the upper hand or somehow turn the tape. And no, that never happened.
But is it because if his heart stops, it releases the virus?
No, because Spawn magically... Adam has just bashed his face.
Fuck, I forgot about that horse shit.
Spawn magically extracts the device from his heart somehow with his
magic
mind,
green powers,
with his magic mind,
and then diffuses the
bomb with his mind.
I think it was called the Sheen that couldn't slow down.
Yeah, there was an amazing shot where John Leguizamo was being all "Hey, I'm John Leguizamo," and then it cuts to Martin Sheen, and Martin Sheen just gives this really subtle eye roll, and I was like, that is how everyone feels about John Leguizamo. Yes, it was just
why am I in this movie? This is what I've gotten to.
And I was just like, yep, that we all feel that way. We all feel that way, Martin. I'm sorry.
I mean, that character of the clown I'm assuming is pretty much that in the comic books.
Yeah, but it works in the comic book.
Exactly.
It works in the cartoon. He's not just making fart jokes constantly in the cartoon.
No, it's Spawn fans fought jokes.
Fought jokes.
Let's
That's
make a whole
greasy
fought movie.
One. Oh,
it's Yeah, so none of it's just throwing shit through a screen door trying to like see what gets through.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit does actually get through.
And the violence isn't even that good.
No, there's no. Well, was it PG-13?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a humongous fucking problem with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I just want to mention, Spawn is not a character in which a lot of people that are going to see the Spawn movie really know about. It's not like a Batman or Spider. You don't know when the guy that looks like the homeless lady from Home Alone 2, the exposition about him explaining the powers is literally like 2 lines of dialogue. He's like, you just have to concentrate and then you can control. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, look, there's chains, CGI chains.
Can we have a training montage or something interesting here? And I just like, I'll just work it in the dialogue to explain to the folks that like his power is based on like chains with teeth on them.
Mm-hmm.
When he can focus his own intuitions or something, his own instincts. It's very stupid.
Yeah, I mean, you called it out. Like, that character was completely pointless.
Yeah.
Like, there was no reason. The character Bob's referring to is like this
a
different assassin from a different time period.
Right.
And he's teaching Spawn how to use his powers. But the thing is, he's literally only there as an exposition device.
Yeah. I'm assuming that that's a real character in the.
I'm sure it is, and I'm sure it's much
what
more
I would have done.
in-depth.
What I would have done is I would have combined that character and the kid character. And made that assassin like the kid from hell that's an assassin. Sure. And then you kill 2 birds. Like, what is that guy doing there? And why is he dressed like Carmen Sandiego?
I like the homeless lady from Home Alone 2. That is what he looked like. And then I'm sorry to just bring up shit that sucks about this movie, but
no, this is
the episode.
The episode is what we hate about
dog.
Spawn.
Why?
Spaz
the dog.
That's a very late 90s term for little boys. Spaz. The dog's named Spaz.
You know, apparently in England, if you say spaz, it's like it's like saying like something really offensive in America.
I'll keep
you're not
that in
allowed
mind.
To say. So to all of our English listeners, to all of you
it's like the cunt of England.
Yes, except they can say cunt.
That's what I'm saying.
And we can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We can say spaz.
We can say cunt now, though.
Wait, they can't say spaz over there?
Welcome to horror, people. You can confirm this word. Spaz.
What's wrong with spaz?
Is spaz a bad
That's
word?
what we named our dogs in the 90s and in Spawnverse.
Any other thoughts on Spawn? Let me ask you guys this.
Any other thoughts on spaz?
Let me send this home.
Sure, please.
Let's put a bow on it.
Please, let's end it. For the love of Christ.
Let's talk about Martin Sheen for a second.
Love him.
Would you say that Apocalypse Now is a better film than Spawn?
Let me think hard on that one. Yeah, just a tad bit. Just an itty bitty little bit. Barely squeaks by.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know. I know it doesn't sound like either of you guys were big, like, just Spawn fanboys in the 90s.
I like the comic. I had the comic. I watched the cartoon. The cartoon's fucking badass.
Okay, so you're the closest thing we got.
Yeah.
Even at the time, you were like, fuck.
No, because I saw that movie. I was like, dude, I've always known what a good movie and a bad movie is, right? Like, it's not like a
Also, I feel like you would be more upset as a kid.
Right.
If they took Spawn and did that to it, you'd be like, fuck them.
Fuck that. The only redeeming quality was the soundtrack. I was like, okay, the soundtrack rocks. I'm never watching that fucking movie again until I'm 45 and my buddy wants me to do it for a podcast.
Yeah, I'm literally thinking through the whole film that I didn't watch that long ago. And I'm like, was there anything where I was
2 hours ago?
I was like, okay, no, there's none of that. There's no like, all right, I see where you're going right there.
Right. No, there was no redeeming qualities other than if you like PlayStation 1 graphics in your films.
Now, there is a director's cut of this movie. And when I was reading it, I texted, I was like, I'm not watching the director's cut of this.
Well, maybe we have to make sure that we've...
Nah, I'm good.
You can do that on your own.
I'm not going to roll that.
Get back to us.
Now, let me ask you this. If I watch the director's cut and I'm like, guys, it is a totally different film and it's actually very good.
No, I wouldn't believe you. I know not to believe you.
Well, still wouldn't watch. Let's pretend I'm not lying, which is very hard.
I'd be like, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm going to go watch Mr. Show rerun.
Right, yeah.
All right.
I'll watch the Spawn cartoon, maybe. All right, I guess that's it.
Well,
that's all there is to say.
There you go.
Have we ever taken this fat of a dump on a movie before?
No. And
this might be the worst movie we've ever watched.
You took the words right out of my mouth earlier. I just want to say, Well, not exactly, but you said this might be the worst movie we've ever watched.
Yeah.
I don't think it is the worst movie we've ever watched, but it's definitely my least favorite.
Right. We've watched worse movies, but I like this one less than those.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, buy Conditions.
Look at those show notes to buy Conditions. Is there a promo code or anything?
No.
No, spend the fucking money, assholes. Go to Fox & Sons. Get some Fox & Sons coffee. All right? Do that shit.
NFE.
Yeah, NFE. If you live in San Marcos, vote for me, motherfuckers.
That's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And there you go. There's our 2026 episode of Spawn.
We'll
Thanks,
be back
Jeffrey.
next year.
Someone recommend a good movie, please.
This episode was better than that movie.
I would hope so.
In a smoky room where the mics ignite, they clash and they banter through the dark of night. Snobby Bobby with the wisdom on cue, and here comes the storm. Crude, rude dude. Oh, they talk about gore, they talk about screams called classics and shadows that haunt your dreams. They bicker and fight, but the groove stays strong. In the chaos they find where they both belong. One's got the brains, the other's got guts. They're serving up horror and deep disco cuts. Vulgar as thunder, but smooth as a groove. Opposites dancing in the rhythm they move. Oh, they talk about gore, they talk about screams called classics and shadows that haunt your dreams. They bicker and fight, but the groove stays strong. In the chaos they find where they both belong. It's a carnival of chaos every episode. Phantoms and terror down a jagged road. From the silver screen to a fiery debate. It's a soulful mess and the rhythm's innate. Crude, rude dude gets loud and obscene, while Snobby Bobby stays calm and clean. They clash like thunder, they blend like wine. That soul keeps playing in